Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another Starfield video. Today is a very cool one because it just goes to show that there are just times where video game fans are able to do things that are truly mind-blowing and just impressive overall. Today's video we will be focusing on how fans of Starfield have already mapped out the entire galaxy that will be featured inside of the game, or at least what is known so far of the entire galaxy in Starfield. I also just want to real quickly say that I am very appreciative of the support that I have received for my video essay that I made about why I think Starfield will be one of the best video games ever from the other day. I know I got a lot of comments from people with varying arguments, agreeing and disagreeing with me, which I thought was respectful and very nice. And then, you get some people who felt like they needed to be negative just for the sake of it. All in all though, I'm just really happy to see that that video blew up and you all are looking forward to seeing more from me. If you are looking forward to more Starfield, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. I would very much appreciate that as we get into this new video. So yes, as I said in the beginning, you heard it right. There are fans of this game who are looking forward to it who have already found a way to map out what most of this game is going to look like from the galaxy inside of it. An article from GamePer.com lays it out here saying, "This Starfield fan, armed with only shared gameplay footage and pre-release public information, embarked on an ambitious quest to recreate the galaxy's map. Using 3D programs and pixel tracking, this intrepid fan tracked the movement of stars during a mere 6-second video clip from the game's early reveal. Their determination and meticulous work paid off as they managed to accurately reconstruct the 3D positions of the stars. The process involved identifying real stars like Sol, Alpha Centauri, and Porrima, confirming that Starfield's world is based within our Milky Way. The rest of the unidentified systems were identified using databases of known stars, and their positions were optimized to minimize errors. Even more intriguing, additional video footage unveiled the names of more stars, further refining the reconstructed map and providing a sneak peek into what players can expect in the game." And it's funny because after this is laid out in the article, the author makes a note to say that there are people in the gaming community who saw this news and were just so impressed by what this fan was able to do that they would joke that this person should be able to get an honorary degree in astrophysics. I mean, for those who don't know, what an astrophysicist does is they basically use mathematics, physics, and astronomy to study how stars are formed, including the planets and the galaxies they are in. It is a job that is, simply put, for some of the smartest people who live on this planet. So with that being said, I think it would kind of imply that whoever this fan is that was able to recreate this version of what the galaxy is going to look like is a very smart person, and by all means probably does have a degree in astrophysics. I mean, it's just so cool that someone who is a fan of this game was just able to do something like this, and yet I hope they are able to take something like this and do great work with anything else they do in the future. I think one of the main appreciations of making a video like this, not just because of the fact that it relates to Starfield, but it's also because of the fact that it relates to how much I come to appreciate what fans are able to do with games, either years after a game is released or even before a game is released, with the example of what is shown here. I've seen the stories of what fans of Bethesda games like Skyrim and so on have been able to do with the game once it's kind of been left to their own devices and the studio really isn't doing much with them anymore. It just shows that there is a lot of passion inside of making video games, but also outside from all these different fans and their point of views. Another great example that I can use to tie in my own personal view on this is from another franchise in Call of Duty. If there's anyone here who has ever been involved in the zombies community of that franchise, you'll know that it is simply one of the most passionate fan bases in the world of gaming, at least from the first-person shooter genre. To this day, they always find a way to go back and make really cool creations out of maps and so on through the modding tools that they get from games like Black Ops 3 and World at War, and whatever else they can use to make really fun things for the community. Again, taking it back to the example of Starfield with this one in this video, just looking at this picture up on screen, this is a very detailed picture in terms of how he was able to lay it out, or her, I should say, because I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Now, yes, I'm sure that there are some people who are like, well, this is their version of it, and it's not what the game's version is going to look like. And that is a fair point to make, and at the end of the day, I'm sure that Starfield is probably going to have you find a way to pull up these and see it on, like, say, a holo map that shows you the entire layout of the galaxy in terms of its stars and its planets and so on. We've seen a sneak peek look of it in some of the footage of what it could look like from the earlier showcases of the game, and from other videos as well. I do wonder if Bethesda will probably take up this fan and give them a job, because I think that would be an even cooler story. I just love seeing passionate work done by fans, and just passionate work in general. It doesn't matter who it is, so again, just a really cool thing to make a video out of. I think it is really important to showcase fan work and appreciate them for it so that they can get the attention that they deserve. So that's basically the gist of everything that I've spoken about today. So now I'm going to pass it over to you all, and I would like to hear your thoughts on everything that I discussed in this video with regards to this example of fan content and what you think this could add to how big the game is. Again, if you look into it well enough, you'll kind of see that the game is really massive just by the way that this fan was able to lay it out. There are so many stars, which normally when there's a star, there's going to be potentially a lot of planets with that star. So in the end, we'll just have to wait and find out how much of this will be showcased in the actual game. Again, down below, your thoughts, comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you are looking forward to more in the future. I hope everyone here has a great rest of their day, and I will see you all in another video. This is Orion, signing out.